What lies beneath the surface? Heavenletter number 5563. February 17, 2016. Many of my children have all that they need in the physical world, and more. This could be you. You just may not have enough of everything you want to suit your taste. Yes, it is built in that you desire more and more. At the same time, desiring more is not meant to be the same as having to have, and, thus, have you start in discontent. You have shelter, you have food, you have at least some love. You just don't have all you want of what you want when you want it, for your ambitions may be greater than your hand can reach. You may want fish right from the sea, yet you live inland. Perhaps what you really want is to move to the coast. It's fine to have desires. Know what it is you really want. There are also many in the world who possess far less than you. Many who possess less than you may also be more satisfied with what they have. It is also possible that others with less may perhaps also be more generous than you are able to feel at present. Sometimes you are so smitten to buy something on a shelf in a store, your eyes glaze over. You may be flush with the desire to obtain more. In your terms, wanting more often equates to needing more. Beloveds, desire is one thing. Neediness is another. Having to have makes you needy. Being needy doesn't paint a good picture of yourself. It paints a poor picture. Needy is not the way to think of yourself. To be content may well be a greater need than all the items on your list. By no means do I ask you to give up on your desires in order to be noble. I do not ask you for sacrifices. Certainly, you don't have to decide how little you will give yourself in order to prove an ideal or anything at all. You don't have to be the most impecunious person in the world. You can allow yourself some periphery in your life. I don't ask you to scrape by. You also don't have to have a myriad of physical possessions and be lured on to more and more purchases. There is something deeper you crave beyond a purchase. Physical possessions can't substitute for what you really crave, not for long anyway. There are other areas in life in the world beyond what you want to buy next. Most everything you buy is a dream anyway. You like to think a new purchase will bring you something more than the precise object itself. When you buy perfume, what is your dream? When you buy a new car, what is your dream? When you buy a new home, what is your dream? When you buy a trinket, what is your dream? Objects fulfill an ephemeral something for only so long. What is it within you that says you must have this, and you must have that, as if they are somehow essential to your happiness? Beloveds, when you desire real silverware, remind yourself that someone has to polish it. There is some joy for you in just the buying, yet the reality doesn't give you a lot of joy after that. There is always something else you crave to replace an emptiness within you that a new object cannot fulfill. What is it you long for? Sometimes you put more on your plate than you can really eat. The process of making an exchange with another may bring you closer to something you don't know the name of. You hand over money, and someone hands over to you a purchase. It must be that more is going on than on the surface. The joy is in the sport and not the prize. There is joy for you in shopping. The joy in the shopping is far more than any object you take home with you. What is the object filling in for in your life? What deeper purpose does an extra purchase attempt to serve that it cannot? Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. Heavenletters.org